Active feed. Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Good to see y'all. Let's see who all's here with us today. Looks like we got Shaitan's Hammer and George Valentine. I don't know who else is here. Shout me out there in the chat so I'll know who's watching today. It's been a good while since we've done a Sunday Hangout. I've been meaning to do this one for quite some time since I got this set in. It's the JSA 3-pack from McFarlane Toys. And I've been really excited about this one because I really wanted that Green Lantern. But of course, it got Starman and Hourman in there as well. So it's going to be really cool. And before we get down to the toy cam, let me go down here and see if we can take a look at the figures a little closely. So this is the 3-pack right here. There's the Ted Knight version of Starman there, Golden Age. Alan Scott Green Lantern, and of course Hourman there on the end. And as you can see, he's got his little hourglass pendant around his neck, so you know when the Miraclo pill would wear off. So let's take a look at Green Lantern. As you can see, he's got a double-sided cape. He's got a plastic clasp holding his cape on, and he's got his iconic ring there on the proper finger. Now, the only thing that they didn't include was his power battery. I'm gonna move my mic a little closer so you guys can hear me. Let me know how I sound. Give me a 5x5 there in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, George. George says he loves the Alan Scott. Yeah, this is an iconic figure. And I do have an old DC Classics figure that came out back in the day from Mattel to look at it. Thank you there, Shaitan's Hammer says, I'm sounding good. So we got a few folks here with us. We lost a couple just now, but it's good to see everybody here. I'm glad you guys could hang out with me. Let's go to the next picture here. We have Hourman, and just a pretty much a basic buck there with the new head sculpt, and of course they've got that belt on there. I like the belt. Green Lanterns need lanterns, they do, and when we show the Classics figure, you're going to see that Alan Scott's lantern looks distinctly different from say Hal Jordan's, but it has an iconic old look to it, and I'm just going to have to figure out some way of giving my Superpowers figure a lantern like that, because it just has to be done. Yes, I like that cape, and I like the design down there at the bottom, the little stripes, the black and red stripes on the cape. It's really nice. And as you can see, Green Lantern's got a two-sided cape. It's purple on one side and green on the other. So as we can see, McFarlane is capable of doing a two-sided cape. So while the Robin figure for Tim Drake that came out did not have a two-sided cape, we don't know. But of course, Cape Master will fix us up with the replacement. And of course, here is Starman. And he has a star emblem on the back of his green cape there. And he is holding his cosmic rod there in his hand, and he has a little holster molded onto his belt. George Valentine says you may be able to use the battery from the Jon Stewart animated figure set. Yes, and I do have some of those here, but the problem is it doesn't have that iconic old-fashioned lantern looking. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. Yes, McFarlane has finally discovered fabric. There you go, man. That's about the truth. So here they are, the Green Lantern, Hourman, and Starman here. And we're going to take a look at them in just a second. So let me go ahead and pull up the old toy cam here. And as you can see, there is the DC Classics figure there, because Green Lantern's one of my favorite characters, the Alan Scott Golden Age version of Green Lantern, with his red blouse and green pants, and those boots with the straps on them, and his high collared cape with the golden clasp around it and chain to hold it on. And let's pull him up a little bit closer so you guys can get a real good look at that lantern that he's holding. Let's see. Shaitan Hammer says, I'm aiming for the mega dark side, even though it's full of issues. Okay. And of course, let me pull toy cam here and get me off the screen for a second. And let's get Alan Scott, his classic figure up here, so you guys can take a look at that lantern that he's holding. Check that out, that old-fashioned railroad lantern that he's holding in his hand. That's his power battery. And there's his ring on his finger and everything. I need to clean this figure up a little bit. He's been on display for a long, long time on my mantelpiece here in the studio. And now here are our figures here in the package. Let's see, back when his weakness was wood and not yellow. That is correct. The Golden Age Green Lantern's ring was useless against anything made of wood. And yes, that is a very cool lantern. If I could find someone who could make me a lantern like that, that would be great. What's up, Boba Hicks? Good to see you, man. We're just getting ready to start opening this package up and get our new JSA figures out and take a look at them a little closely. Wow, the detail was great. Yeah, that lantern is pretty cool. And it just kind of saddens me that McFarlane cheaped out and then didn't make a little mold and make a little lantern for our Super Powers Green Lantern. All right, let's get the package over here and take a look at it. Of course, we have our 3 figures here displayed with the Super Powers logo in the corner. And that logo there is actually Hal Jordan's logo. If you notice in the slideshow earlier, just a little bit ago, I did include the Golden Age Lantern's logo, and then of course here's Hourman's logo and Starman. And here on the back we have our cards. Green Lantern's card says, Earth's original Green Lantern and a founding member of the Justice Society of America, Alan Scott has been a trailblazer for over 80 years. And then we have Hourman. Brilliant chemist Rex Tyler invented a vitamin he called Miraclo, which granted him superpowers, but only for 1 hour. And then finally, we have Starman here. And it says, Ted Knight became Starman after inventing the gravity rod that gathered and focused ambient energy from the stars. And Boba Hicks says, and keep those bio cards safe in your wallet. There you go. All right, so let's get ready to pull them out of the package here. And I'm going to try to be very careful here so that I can preserve those bio cards back there on the back. But you know, I just have to grab it and pull here because I am an opener. Always have been. I open my packages up and get my figures out. They must breathe. Speaking of which, you know, I have these plastic containers that I've, crafting containers that I bought from Walmart that I use as figure cases. And I just can't find any more at my Walmart. If you guys know what I'm talking about, man, if you can find me something like that and hook me up, man, I will sure appreciate it. Here they are, and we'll start here with the old gravity rod from get that thing out so we don't lose it. Made of kind of a rubbery material. It's not brittle at all. It's very flexible. Pull him out. There's his cape. Let's go ahead and tuck that thing so that it looks a little nicer. Nice. Put his gravity rod here in his hand. He can harness the power of the stars. Yo, pretty nice. And of course, he's using the old Superman sculpt, which is fine because that's the way his boots were cut in the comics as well, kind of just like Superman's boots with the notches at the top. Brand new head sculpt. Got a very serious expression there on his face. And see, an imprisoned toy is a sad toy, absolutely. Now, let's get old Rex Tyler out of his little plastic prison here. Well, there we go, got him loose. As you can see, his cape is being held on with this little string here, with his little hourglass on it. Very nice. Got a little hood on there. Looks like they used the Nightwing book here again. Got closed fists. He's got a plastic sculpted belt here on. And of course the cape has the design on the bottom. So these capes can be imprinted with designs. So we might be able to see some future designs like that. This is an actual little string. It's not plastic. And a little plastic hourglass on there. So that the detail on that is just absolutely wonderful. Love that. Put him over here. Oh, and finally, here's the man himself. Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and he does have an open hand to hold a power battery, which is nice. So he doesn't have a closed fist over there, so he can't hold his power battery. So that was nice that they didn't put the closed fist on him. Hey, what's up, Radical Mom? Mary says, hi, Bill. Making it a busy cooking. Nice to see everyone. Yeah, all right, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Jeff says, oh, you got the 3-pack. Yes, sir. And we're getting down into it there, Jeff. Sure are, man. And let's take a look here at Alan Scott. As you can see, he could hold a lantern had they made one for him. And this little plastic clasp here is holding his cape on. And this is attached to his shirt. So his cape is non-removable, okay? This is glued down. Now, I did not realize that until just now as I opened him up. And yes, the cape is two-sided, and it's not thick material. It's not like it's two pieces of cloth sewn together. So I don't know how they accomplished that, but it's pretty cool. So it's a nice cape there. And there's his boots, as you can see, with the straps on them. And he has his ring there in his hand. And his purple mask. So the only thing that he's really missing would be his power battery. Kind of sad that they didn't do that. And let's bring the camera down here, and we'll zoom in on our guys here so you guys can see a really close look. And let me know there in the chat what you guys think about that. Let me know there in the chat what you guys think about that. And George Valentine says maybe they would release an accessory set. That would be nice. Maybe include some of the fire sticks, you know, the bang bang sticks that maybe somebody like Deathstroke the Terminator needs to have, but they didn't include with him. They put a sword with him. Same thing with Peacemaker. You know, Peacemaker needs his bang bang stick too, and they didn't put that in there. Jeff says they look cool first time without removable cape though. Yeah, that one Green Lantern does not have a removable cape. It's actually where the clasps are there in the front. It's glued down. I'm surprised at that. Yes, correct, Shaitan. Lots of detail for that scale. And you know, I was talking about those figure cases that I need a couple of them really, and they're hard for me to find now. They used to be just all over the place at Walmart. Let me get back here and get one out so you can see it. Oh, so much stuff back here. All right, and I'm gonna take the camera and zoom it way out here and pull it back a little bit here where we can see that the case. This is the figure case that I get usually in the crafting section at Walmart or back there where the cases are, and they just make wonderful figure cases. And of course, you can set these dividers up however you want. And I really need a couple more of these cases for all the newest figures that Todd McFarlane's come out with, and I can't find these anywhere. So, you know, if you guys run across these cases, let me know. I'll be glad to give you a little bit of money to pay for the shipping and buy the case and send it over here, because I need, you know, 2 or 3 of these to get my new figures in. Because right now I've got them in these little storage drawers over here on another place over here that I'm putting them in, and I kind of don't like that. I like them to be in their little storage bins. The case there, like I had, and as you can see there behind Green Lantern, you can see my new Hello Dope toy crates from random diorama that I bought from Hello Dope Toys recently. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true. DC suddenly they don't want the pow things there anymore. It's DC doing it, and McFarlane, I know him well. If he could put them in there, he would. But DC's got some kind of a moratorium on there. George Valentine saw some at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a while. It's a little trek up there to Horn Lake in South Haven. I think there's a Hobby Lobby over there in Olive Branch, and it's a little far away for me. I don't get to go up there that often. But next time I am in that area, I'm certainly going to go over there looking. If they got some, I'm going to buy 2 or 3 of them, because they, like I said, they make wonderful figure cases, and they work really, really well with Super Powers and like size figures. All right, and let's get back over here. I'll just leave the figures on the screen for a little while. As you can see back there in the corner is my custom telephone booth there with Superman and Clark Kent featured in the recent Superman video that came out not too long ago. If you guys haven't seen that, do check that out. That was a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun. The Red Hood is known for dual wielding dual bang bangs, but nope, yeah. Superman Clark Kent there is great. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's move me off down to the bottom or something so you can see those figures there. Down. There we go. Now, Jeff says the phone booth adds the perfect feature for that. Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I put a knob on top so you can turn the inside, and he does the quick change feature. It's actually based on a prototype for the original toy line that was never produced. Yeah, never produced. But a fellow by the name of Ripro Bubbles 3D printed that for me a while back. He's no longer around, but you know what I always say about customizers, if you find a good one, get what he's got while you can, because they always disappear eventually. Right now, you know, we have some great customizers in the Motu community, and we have another one that's doing custom figures here in the Super Powers community too. Check them out for Super Powers Customs over there on Etsy, and also check out Talos Dream Shop on Etsy, and there's also Barbarossa Customs doing Motu stuff and other things as well, and he is available in eBay. So check those out and get the stuff while you can if you got the money to get it, because like I said, they always end up going away eventually for various reasons, and occasionally some do turn to the dark side and you might lose your money. So you get what you have to be wary. What is it, the caveat emptor? Let the buyer beware. Yep, absolutely. All right. I think we're in the mood for a little bit of music here. Let me go down here to our music and fun list here, and I'll throw something up for you guys to listen to real quick. Gotta do with it. Here it is. And wanna get some superhero stuff in there. So let me give us some superhero stuff to listen to. Maybe a little Motu stuff. If you guys got any requests, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to throw a request or two into here. We are trying to get this month's rent paid, so we got a $25 goal for the weekend. We're about $6 and some change into it. You can see the progress bar on the screen occasionally. Let you know how far we've gotten along on that. I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend and having a good time, because today is Sunday, so this is the last day to have a cool time. Let's put a couple member tunes in here. The March of Gojitron is a brand new song done by Goji himself. I love that song. It's absolutely great. And we'll throw one more member tune in here. One of my personal favorites is also in here. Let's see. And that would be Boba Hicks. And you get to see Boba Hicks's collection in this video as well. So there we go. We got a couple of cool tunes in here, plus an old favorite at the very end that everyone seems to love. And I tell you what, on that old favorite, on the last tune that we're going to play in this set, you guys take a look and see what new addition I've added to that, and we'll, if you guys can tell me in the chat. There we go. Get ready here for a little bit of music and fun. I'll let y'all see the list here real quick before we start playing it. If you have anything there on the list that stands out that you would like to hear, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to throw up a request list today. So here we go, a little bit of music and fun.
From the depths of the molten steel it roars. Toronto wicked shakes the core. Metal claws flashing dark in night. City's breath caught in flashing lights. Steel and fury in the cold night air. Gojitron strikes without a single care. Marching on with glowing eyes of red. Crushing all with his thunderous tread. Gojitron marches to the beat so fierce. Orchestra of chaos, heart, soul pierce. Epic battle, shadows all around. Mighty roar shakes the very ground. against the monsters rising tall. City's doom echoes in the hall. Humankind holds a breath in vain against Gochitron's unending reign. Laser beams light the darkest sky. Gochitron's might makes the mountains cry. Epic soundtrack for a titan's rage. In this battle, legends take the stage. Gochitron marches to the beat so fierce. Orchestra of chaos, heart, soul pierce. Epic battle shadows all around. Mighty roar shakes the very ground. Against the monsters to the beat so fierce. Orchestra of chaos, heart, soul pierce. Epic battle shadows all around. Mighty roar shakes the very ground. Steel against the monsters rising tall. City's doom echoes in the hall. Humankind holds a breath in vain against Gochitron's unending reign. In the misty moors of Goldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Boba Hicks, they called him a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in its home's mighty expanse. Boba Hicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn, and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare, Boba Hicks, the stodge collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he weave and winged. In Boba Hicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined. Boba Hicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In the misty moors of Goldara, where legends whispered larks, rode a cosmic enforcer with a heart that left its mark. Boba Hicks, they called him a guardian from the stars, collecting tales in plastic from universes far. A He-Man sword glinting in the moon so bright, evil Skeletors rattle in the depths of night. Movie aliens lurking with shadows that could dance, a cosmic enforcer's bounty in its home's mighty expanse. Boba Hicks, the tale begins, where stars align with toy, guarding worlds within his grasp, but guardians, pride and joy. With masters of the universe and monsters grim and bold, he keeps the myths alive in every toy he holds. In a tattered jacket worn, and boots that knew the earth, he combed through lands both near and far in search of priceless worth. A Frankenstein in silver screen and Dracula's icy stare, Boba Hicks, the stodge collector, ever tread with care. Through galaxies spanned in plastic under emerald skies, he found his peace in relics and every child's cries. From Dublin to the stars, uncharted tales he weave and winged. In Boba Hicks' timeless journey, the cosmos intertwined.
Buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
Justice League.
All right, yeah, we're back, and no, the round table that was featured there was from DC Pocket Heroes, and I think it originally came with a little tiny Martian Manhunter figure, and it came with the table and chairs, and they're out of scale for superpowers, but when you're doing toy photography, scale doesn't really matter. You know, as you can see from the video. And Jeff, I'm glad you enjoyed all that music. Absolutely. Let's get back up here and let you guys just see me for a minute. It's been kind of a disappointing weekend here on the super chats, but that's okay. I mean, I'm trying to reach my goal for November, so and I have until the 21st to get enough money so that YouTube will actually cut a check for us. But that's okay, guys. We're still here to have fun, and we'll try to continue to keep things going as long as we can over here, enjoying having a great time and looking at our toys and enjoying our collection. What's going on, John? Good to see you, man. Figuratively speaking, here with us. Bubba Hicks having a great time there. Cool. I'm going to try to set us up another list of music fun. If you guys have any requests, of course, be sure to throw them down there in the chat. It helps me to create these little lists. I'm going to go down here and get down into it and get us another little set of fun before we have to go for the day. Let's see. Put some stuff in here. I got the Green Lantern power battery from Brock Hutt. It's a good one. You'll have to send me a DM about that, Daniel, on Facebook or something, so I know exactly what you're talking about there, sir. Let's see. How about something for Jeff? Jeff hasn't had something that he loves in a long time, so I'm going to put something special in here for Jeff, because he has a very special song. I don't know if it's still his favorite or not, but he's always loved this song, and I'll put it up here just for you. And I'll put something in for John, and we'll add a couple more here. I want to put something in for me. There we go, and we go. We got a nice little set here going. Thank you so much, Mary, stepping up to the plate, folks, and helping us reach goal for the weekend. Woohoo! I appreciate that. Check that out, folks. Miss Mary coming through for us today. Thank you so much, Radical Mom. That is a great contribution to the show. I appreciate that so very much. What would you like? And you can have absolutely anything you want. And I know that there's a couple of favorites in there, and we know what happens when I play them, but just for you, for that big old super chat, you get anything that you want. So let's go over here and take a look at that list so that you can pick from it. There you go, Miss Mary. Yes, those little ones over there that you know that I'm really not supposed to play on here. You can have anything you want. Just let me know, Radical Mom, and I will be more than happy to add that onto the list. So there you go, folks. That gets us up to $16.54 because that was a $20 Canadian super chat. But we appreciate you so much. And of course, my little bar hasn't changed here, but I can see the numbers right here on my chat revenue on the stream here. So thank you so much for that. Super sticker, it says, thanks for being you. Thanks for being you. Yes. You're welcome there, Miss Mary. I appreciate that. As we can see here, there's the little super sticker. He's a little pear there. He's looking at himself in the mirror, and it says, thanks for being you. That is so cool. And I bet she would. I bet she would there, Jeff. I bet she would. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there and we'll play that before we end the show today. So good. We got a request list started here, so I'll go ahead and get that request in there for you, Mary, if that's what you want. If you want something different, you can always do that. Bill knows it. Okay, that's probably what we want to see. So let's go ahead and add that in. Something we haven't played on here in a long time. And we know that it will get got, but we don't mind at all. Go ahead, go over here and get that one on in there. And it's getting close to Christmas, so I'm going to add one more in there. It gets me too, but I don't really care. If we're gonna get them, we're gonna get them both. So there's a couple of ending tunes for us in the request list there now. All right. Daniel St. John says those capes could have been softer, better than before, but not as good as they could have been. Yeah, I agree. I love these guys. Hoping for more JSA figures. I fear he will stop making more available. Yeah, you never can tell, Daniel. And I was kind of taken aback by the fact that Green Lantern's cape was actually glued down where the clasp is. I was really surprised. If you guys watched me opening the figure, it kind of took me by surprise. So yeah, there we go. All right, guys, let's get some more music going. And like I said, there's a couple of favorites in this one for some folks, and then we'll come back and chat a little while, and then we'll get those requests going as well. And like I said, if you guys do have any requests, let me know. And if it's something that I'm not supposed to play, you know how to get me to play it. Miss Mary did it earlier, so that's what you have to do sometimes. And it helps the show. So here we go. Here's another little set of music and fun, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Power stacked, he's living the dream. Ripped in the box, gotta keep it pristine. A DC close, superhero supreme. Hardcore grind with a heart of steel. Collecting that fire, it's the real deal. Behind the mask, the figures reveal. Every cape, every hero's got that feel. Late night build mode to Geneser. Throw it back like a vintage treasure. Hardcore beats with a synthy measure. Hip-hop flow, melt to the pleasure. Collecting the past, but the vibe forever. Comics and toys, we're bound together. Bill and Johnny's up, pushing through the weather. Late night shows, we ride forever. Late night shows, we ride forever. Choicers hyped, it traces his game. Comics in hand, he's staking his claim. Golden Age vibes with that noir flame. Trench coat sharp, making waves, no shame. Metal riffs cut like the inky trades. Rare finds in his vault, deep like the shades. He flips through the pages, history invades. Vintage art with the deals he's made. Late night build mode to Geneser. Throw it back like a vintage treasure. Hardcore beats with a synthy measure. Hip-hop flow, metal to the pleasure. Collecting the past, but the vibe's forever. Comics and toys, we're bound together. Bill and Johnny's up, pushing through the weather. Late night shows, we ride forever. Got the figures, shows, I got the books. Heroes and villains with all the right looks. From the capes to the crooks, they flip the script. Vintage raw, nothing's ever skipped. They're digging in deep from city to street. Hip-hop with the heat, they never retreat. On YouTube they meet where old school beats crash with metal riffs in a style so sweet. Late night build mode to Geneser. Riding the waves like a laser blaster. Action-packed, this groove's disaster. Metal meets Sith, taking it faster. Super Power Toys, Dick Tracy Noir. Two collectors shining like stars. Late night hardcore hip-hop we spar. Toys, comics, the world's ours. Late night show. Darkness falling all around, whispers heard in every town, creeping from the shadows and rise now, Snakeman, once again. Skies glow dark with every breath, Eternia faced with its death. Warriors brave stand tall and mean, against the serpents, the unseen. Rise of the Snake Man, Eternia send, fighting the shadows will we defend. Rise of the Snake Man, Eternia send, fighting the shadows will we defend. Legends told of ancient might, heroes ready for the fight. Serpent eyes that glow at night, hold your ground, don't lose your sight. Steel and magic clash in there, hope is fading, feel the stare. From the depths they do arise, face the dark, don't close your eyes. Eternia cries out loud, shadows grow with every cloud. Will the heroes make a stand, save the last of their homeland? Heroes ready for the fight. Serpent eyes that glow at night. Hold your ground, don't lose your sight. Steel and magic clash in air. Hope is fading, feel the stare. From the depths they do arise. Face the dark, don't close your eyes. Eternia cries out loud. Shadows grow with every cloud. Will the heroes make a stand, save the last of their homeland? Eternia cries out loud. Shadows grow with every cloud. Will the heroes make a stand, save the last of their homeland?
All us got that magic touch. Every day she shines so much. Pretty eyes that light the way. Super groovy all the way. Dancing through the city nights, smiling with her pure delight. Everyone just stops to see. All us close so wild and free. Oh, this groove is in her soul, makes the world feel whole.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little set, and we'll take one final look here at the JSA 3-pack, and I'm with Daniel St. John. I would like to see more of these JSA figures. I think we're going to. I know Jay Garrick Flash is coming out in the next wave that has been teased to us, and with Dr. Fate, I mean, we've got a Justice Society of America set going on here for real, guys, and maybe if we can get a Hawkman and Black Canary in there and Al Pratt Adam, man, we can have a nice little set to go along with our Justice League of the original superhero team from back in the 40s, and that was the Justice Society of America. And we're getting ready to set up our next and last and final set of music and fun, which is nothing but all requests. And there's some really, really good stuff in here. Daniel St. John, you may enjoy that as well, because there are some good ones in there, and it's some stuff that I normally don't get to play on the show. But because of that generous $20 super Canadian $20 super sticker from Radical Mom, we got them going. So let's get going with it and enjoy, guys.
This is Hordak, the original gangster. I'm here to give a special shout out to Mike Feet from your little pal, Jeff. I understand you've been sick and shit. Now that you done got well, your buddies want to get your ass back on YouTube and start making videos again, instead of sitting around the house on your dead fat ass like a sack of shit. And if you don't, I'm gonna come to your house, and I'm gonna take this, and stick it in your butt, and twist it. And if that don't work, I'm gonna take this crossbow and shoot you dead in your motherfucking eye. Okay, Jeff, here's your fucking cameo. Now give me my fucking money or I'm gonna find your ass and do the same goddamn thing. Okay, I'm done. Is that shit off? What, goddamn? How many more of these fucking things do I have to do today?
All right, we reached the end of one. Thank you so very much for that generous $20 Canadian super sticker, Mary. That really made my day, and I'm glad that I made your day. And I hope you enjoy all that good food that you're cooking up over there, and glad that I gave you a good time today. And of course, we enjoyed opening up those Justice Society of America 3-pack Super Powers figures. If you didn't get a chance to see the beginning of the show, hop back over there and take a look at that. They're great additions to the collection. And so thank you all so very much for being here today. And I had a great time with you guys. And remember, keep on collecting and stay fantastic. Until next time, right here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, everyone have a good journey. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.